being in the vault, and I would say it's a bit akin to, if you look at a beautiful car on the TV and it's there it is, and you kind of look at it, and you go into the showroom, it's a whole different story. It's real, it's there. Oh, suddenly it's kind of attractive, so. And I think being in this vault, it really does provide a perfect example. You're in a physical environment. And as you say, I was in our state-of-the-art Kinesis vault on Monday, our silver vault, that is, and moved into our gold vaults, which we'll talk about at some other time. But really, we're talking about silver here in particular, because silver provides a much better example of how counterintuitive it is. And while we were there, we just happened to film about 25 tons of 4/9 wholesale 1,000-ounce physical silver bar coming into our Kinesis silver vaults to back your silver currency. Now, the filming of literally tons of incoming pallets of wholesale 4/9 bars being processed and vaulted. We're going to release this in our upcoming 50th episode, which is coming pretty quick, amazingly. But do you know what? This actually may be the first time some of you will have ever seen a 4/9 wholesale bar versus a 3/9 silver wholesale. And let me tell you, that little bit of extra that we strive for to make to bring in as many 4/9 wholesale bars as possible, they're just beautiful. I mean, when you look at a 3/9 bar, it's lovely. A 4/9 bar, beautiful. Now, really, I've got to say thanks to all of you there's just some of what we just saw was just some of the hundreds of tons of supply you are helping to remove from the market. Now, we always knew that silver has always been the house insider's Achilles. Yep, they can play gold a lot easier than they can play silver. And the reason is because while gold has traded at around 100 ounces of paper transaction for every single ounce of underpinning it, silver has been closer to 500 to 1. And that's 500 times as many paper claims on against each ounce of silver. So by you buying silver last week alone, just that 25 tons we filmed, together what we've done is neutralize close to 12,500 tons of paper silver. I mean, that is huge. Now, what I'm saying to we as stackers, by taking physical off the market, are using the power of physical against the house rig game. Now, given just what we physically vaulted for you on Monday equals 12,000 odd tons of paper silver, and that is, think about this, that's how much silver is cleared and netted out on the books of the insider banks on a daily basis. When you think of these things and you realize just how big and heavy these bars are, and how when these are not leveraged bars, these are fully allocated real bars, and you suddenly realize that we, as stalwart stackers, whether we're buying an ounce or a ton, we've got the power of inverse leverage to win this long game. And in fact, just to illustrate just how counterintuitive this recent paper silver sell-off and gold, of course, has been, but silver, we have been in fierce competition against the same insiders who have tricked the house punters into selling their positions. We've been in competition with these guys to secure physical wholesale bars from the global refineries. So, give you a bit of an insight as to what's really gone. It's so much so, yesterday, one of the largest refineries we deal with advised us, hey, sorry, we've only got 70 tons of wholesale bars left to sell for the rest of the year. Now, okay, this is one refinery. This is having a knock-on effect into the supply chain. And there's only one answer. If you keep swapping your paper physical, the price will have to rise until someone is happy to sell it to you. Hey, it's called supply demand. Amazing that we've not seen that for 50 years in silver or gold under the COMEX rigged game. But under the radar, while paper traders are literally psychological operations, psyoped out of their undeliverable positions, hey, good riddance, guys. Physical silver is actually experiencing off the scale physical demand. And given this tsunami of massive paper to physical divergence, silver is going to rebound strongly from an actionable, arbitrable, deeply oversold level. So, in other words, look, this time, the next rally is going to be triggered by short covering.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
Do you want to know one thing about crypto? I made over 3000% in profit in a few weeks. Fact is, the traditional financial system, the traditional money system makes you poor, not rich. If you want to earn $500,000, $1 million, you have to wait until you're 50, 60, 70 in the traditional financial system, and you probably will still be broke. And you will be old. This is not a sexy combination, as you can imagine. But the question is, how can you start in crypto and make these profits? Where to invest? Where to start? My name is Gunnar and I'm from Germany, as you can hear, and things are a little bit different in Germany. More about that later on. Fact is, there are lots of different cryptocurrencies. It's a gigantic universe where beginners and professionals get easily lost. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. There are 7 key steps you need to follow to become successful in this market. You have to know them, and if you fail one of them, it's literally impossible to succeed in this market. Just an example, one of the key points is your exchange, and one of the biggest are, for example, Binance and Coinbase. These are trusted and well-established exchanges, but, and this is a big but, you won't find the super profitable coins on those exchanges. The unknown super profitable coins that get gigantic profits are not traded on those kind of exchanges. They are traded on much smaller insider platforms that are barely known. And I can tell you what those super secret exchanges are and why they are so profitable. And another super important thing are the right information sources. The point is, the internet is gigantic. There are hundreds and hundreds of YouTube channels, blogs, pages, and much more. And there are also market makers and influencers. For example, Elon Musk, he is not a crypto guy, but the moment he recommended Dogecoin, it went through the roof, to the moon, so to say. But why did he recommend it? Where did he hear it from? He didn't hear it from newspapers. And believe me, he is listening to someone. But you have to know who, and you have to react before he is reacting. This is really important. And these are only 2 of the 7 steps you have to follow in order to be successful in crypto. And if you want to know all of these steps in much more detail, and if you want to have a comprehensive checklist, here's what you should do. There is a link below this video. Click on this link and you will get the opportunity to subscribe to my channel. Click on the link and you will see a video where I explain the next steps. So see you soon. Click on the link now. I'll see you there.